SIFTER.com.au.
Hi, I'm Kyle Pauletto.
And I'm Gianni Giovanni.
Welcome to Walkthrough, Sifter's weekly recap on the biggest news in video games.
This week, Netflix killed its AAA studio before it had released anything. Overwatch 2 brings back fan-favourite 6v6 mode and embraced the sweet touch of death in the upcoming Sims 4 expansion. Yep, you can bang the Grim Reaper now. Here is the news for Sunday, 27th of October. Let's go.
Join the Sifter community on Discord at sifter.com.au/Discord.
In case you weren't aware, Netflix has in-house game studios. That's right, that app you use to scroll for something to watch for 15 minutes before giving up and putting on the sitcom you've seen 100 times has gone all in on gaming in the last few years. And in true major corporations with gaming studio subsidiary style, they're shutting them down. Not all of them, but reports suggest this was going to be the big one.
The studio, only known as Blue, was reportedly working on Netflix's first AAA original IP game. This week, it was confirmed that the streamer had just straight up shut it down. No word on whether the team working on the title will be moved on to one of the smaller studios or be let go.
It's just so like Netflix to pump what I can only assume is millions of dollars into a project before just scrapping it altogether. But given its recent stock market success off the back of price hikes and password sharing crackdowns, I don't think anyone at Netflix is losing sleep over this. We'll keep you updated as more information is revealed.
After a flop of a launch and many attempts at convincing players to come back, Overwatch has given in and brought back what fans wanted all along, 6v6 matches. Coming in Season 14, which drops in December, Blizzard will be reinstating this 6v6 mode for the first in a series of tests. The first test will run a new model, where each team will need to include at least one of each role, and the roles can be switched throughout the match. Then in January, they'll roll out the second test, which will be a copy-paste of the OG Overwatch 6v6 mode.
At this stage, 5v5 matches will continue alongside the new modes throughout the testing period, but Blizzard hasn't confirmed what the future will hold for the game. But there has been so much backpedaling with this game since launch, so it's likely they'll stick with 6v6 come mid-2025.
And look forward to loot boxes returning because they haven't got any good ideas.
Gianni, the cool thing about libraries is that you can have one copy of something and lend it out to multiple people, right? That's great if there are really limited copies of that item as well. Well, video game museums and preservationists have just lost a battle with the US Copyright Office in which they requested to lend out some of those super rare games digitally. Yeah, nah, soz mate, you can't do that.
Kendra Albert, who represents a Software Preservation Alliance, said, hang on, libraries lend out other digital software, so why can't we do that with games too? The rule for that usually being as long as you don't lend out more copies than you own, generally you're gravy. But strong lobbying from the Entertainment Software Alliance, the peak body for publishers, meant that this was dead in the water, concerned that it would harm the future viability of new games. There are plenty of games that are accessible still from gaming's past, but so many more will be effectively lost forever to culture and to players because of this decision. Well, at least you'll be able to buy that cheap reskinned HD version of one of those games up until the future.
Yay, I love the gaming industry.
I know Carl in real life, and I've seen how many tattoos that he's got, and I know that he's got an emo playlist, and that's why the new update for The Sims 4 is his dream come true, because now he can have sex with death. As part of the new Life and Death expansion, players can woo the Grim Reaper themselves, potentially head to the Bone Zone, and even procreate. Also, I imagine this is for you, Steph Panicasio.
You're just throwing everyone under the bus with this one today, Gianni. Everyone is a weird little freak in your eyes, it seems. Now, this might seem out of left field, but weirdly enough, sleeping with the Grim Reaper has been an ongoing subject in the Sims community. You've always been able to flirt with him, but never seal the deal unless you've used mods. So there you go, Sims fans. Our weird little freaky fantasies are now a grim reality. Wait, no, you're. I'm not one of them. Gianni wrote that. That's it for the big headlines. Here are the games coming out this week.
The latest entry in the Life is Strange series is out this week. Life is Strange Double Exposure. You play as Max, 10 years on from the events in Arcadia Bay, tasked with uncovering the secrets of a new mystery. It's out on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox, and Switch on the 29th.
After 9 years of development issues, team changes, and a cancellation scare, Dragon Age The Veilguard is finally here. This direct sequel to Inquisition looks great and is set to sound great too, thanks to a score by Hans Zimmer himself. Grab it on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series S and X on the 31st.
Also out on the 31st is the PC and PS5 remake of Horizon Zero Dawn. Look, it's still a good game. It just looks prettier. You get the idea.
And out November 1st is FARMAGIA, a new action RPG featuring character design by legendary manga artist Hiro Mashima. Command an army of monsters in epic battles when FARMAGIA comes to PC, PlayStation 5, and Switch this Friday.
Articles to read,
Videos to watch.
and podcasts to listen to.
SIFTER.com.au.
This has been Walkthrough by SIFTER. My name is Kyle Pauletto.
And my name is Gianni. Giovanni. Thank you so much for listening.
Checking out Blue Sky, Threads, or Mastodon, SIFTER is there. We've been regularly posting to those little microblogging sites for yonks, and we'd love to see you. It's easy. Search for SIFTER HQ on all those platforms and you'll find us. That address is SIFTER HQ on Blue Sky, Threads, and Mastodon. We'd love to chat to you there.
SIFTER is produced by Carl Pauletto, Fiona Bartholomaeus, Adam Christou, Courtney Smith, and Chris Button. This episode is edited by both senior producer Mitch Lowe and myself, executive producer Gianni Giovanni, and I also edit through script editor, much to Carl's chagrin.
Thanks to Brian Fairbanks from Salty Dog Sounds for composing the Walkthrough theme tune, and Audio Technica Australia and Apple for their support of SIFTER's podcasts.
We'll be back with more news next Sunday. See you then.